everybody. I'm right here in Amsterdam city. Behind me is the Amsterdam Central, or the central station of Amsterdam, and I'm going to bring you around the city area just within the proximity of the Amsterdam Central station. You can see the canal cruises right there behind me. The canal tour 1 hour guided boat tour is €14.50 for an adult and €10.50 for a child. Not bad. I've been on one of those like 30 years ago when I was really young, or much younger, and I didn't like it because it's stuffy, because you can see the glass top. Can you see the glass top? Yeah, so not much ventilation, and if it is sunny, you can imagine it's slightly steaming hot in there. However, because it's glass, it enables you to see outside better. Maybe they have it as a permanent feature to shade you from the rain, just to shield you. And also you can still continue to take pictures and view the outside scenery nicely through the glass. The first time when I came was, I think 1991. That's 30 over years ago. How time flies. I remember I just graduated then, so it was like a student tour when I toured around Western Europe. And when I revisited my second time, that would be 1996. About 5 years after, we were put into a hotel there, somewhere there. It's a tiny hotel, and the rooms are kind of, they were kind of unusual size depending on where your room is. Some are at split levels, so we had to carry our luggage at the split levels down to the corner rooms. But it's very good location. It's smack on in the city, so just around the corner, already in the shopping street, with little shops, souvenir shops, and all kinds of clothing shops. And I remember there was a little store selling sandwich, fish sandwich, like herring sandwich, and that was the first time I've ever eaten a cold sandwich with fish, tiny fish. It's so salty, but it was nice. So instead of going that way, I will head towards the red light district area before it gets dark. The time now is about 1940 in the evening. Sunset at about 9:30 to 1:30. So that gives me a little bit of time to explore. And I'd rather do it while it is still bright enough. So just slowly turning around to show you where I am. That way is a sex museum, the other side is the dam. That side is the red light district. That side will be Chinatown. can choose to walk that way or this way. Weed is legal here, so you may smell a lot of it. I am a little allergic to this smell. But you can't help it if you come down to Amsterdam city. More or less, you will smell it almost everywhere. I didn't smell it at all near the hotel residential area, but the moment you step into the city with gushes of wind, you will smell a little of it, even through my mask. So you can turn down this way or that way. I stick to the main areas. Canal cruise. Just like in many parts of Europe, you have cafes with sit-out areas like these, so you can just sit, enjoy your drink, and while people pass by. It is also common to have stone-paved roads like this to walk on. Just have to be careful of the little holes sometimes because it's not regular pathway. And this must be Chinese with all the red lanterns inside. Chinese restaurant. My friend told me never have tofu in Europe, not just here or anywhere else, because they are usually not very fresh. But that was once upon a time before they have the vacuum packed kind of tofu. So that comment may no longer be valid. On the other hand, it makes no economical sense to have tofu because it's not cheap here and it's easily available in Asia at a much cheaper price. So unless you're a vegetarian, it is unwise to eat tofu here in Europe. Is there such a word as unwise? Not sure. Asian festival. At this hour, it's very safe. A lot of tourists and locals here to dine. That's why I prefer to come while it is still daylight. I would love to come even earlier. Unfortunately, I have to sleep a little bit after coming. I have about 26 hours in Amsterdam, including arriving and departing. So when I arrived, I needed to have a nap. Sichuan Taste Bao restaurant, Bao station. I won't go that way because I need to head towards the right hand side. In fact, this is an interesting way to turn in, but I see something ahead of me, so maybe I will just go to this something first with the interesting Chinese architecture. Remember I mentioned We are kind of near Chinatown, so maybe this is one end of the entry of Chinatown area. And in my other videos, like one in Melbourne and one in London, I mentioned how you can identify or tell that you're in Chinatown. Besides a lot of red color, you see Chinese signs, obviously. You see Chinese food, you see lanterns, and you see architecture like this. So this must be part of Chinatown, even though this is not where I expected it to be, but maybe this is one end of it. And oh, it's a temple. This one is a temple. Char siu, barbecue chicken. A Thai restaurant. I also mentioned before that Chinatown is not restricted to only Chinese eateries. Even in Manchester, you can have other kind of Asian food like Thai, Vietnamese. It's just a place where Asian restaurants gather together. I think there's nothing much over there, so I'm not going to make a turn back here. More interesting stuff towards this turn. That way. I am so sorry, miss. I didn't realize that one will just suddenly appear. I didn't know I'm already into the red light district area. I was just filming all the Chinese restaurants. So if you have all these curtains closed, means they are doing their business inside, or they are having some services inside. And I just passed by like 4 girls, very beautifully dressed. Yeah, I am so sorry. I have no intention to film them, so I will block off the faces if I did film them. Yeah, if not, then if no face, then it's not so bad. Okay, I'll carry on walking, but I will probably turn off my camera and just take pictures to avoid them. So I continue to walk along places like these, so I won't bump into the windows again. The term is called windows because these beautiful girls stand at the windows, and it's just a general term. So I try to avoid them. Once again, apologies to the one I accidentally took. Okay, I see more windows coming. I'm going to turn off my camera now. Basically, inside these rooms, it is pretty dark and dim, and then they will have a high stool, red in color. They either sit on it or they stand there. Some may dance a little, and it's their style of soliciting. The thing is, they're everywhere. I thought I was near a church-looking building, and next to it the windows appeared, and then suddenly it's restaurant again, so it may appear anytime. So that makes filming here a little tricky, because I don't want to film them, and I don't want them to think that I'm trying to film them. So I have to be very careful not to get into trouble. I don't want to offend anyone. Just walking towards this Amsterdam cheese deli. So relaxing to be on a cruise. And they still have cruises at this hour. Well, let me bring you to a cheese deli. It's not easy to find one anywhere else in the world. You can try samples. They have cut up pieces for you to try. $2.95, not bad. Things that go well along with cheese. Pesto, olive tomato flavors. They have souvenir items too. Yeah, this one is very typical from Delft. The blue and white souvenirs. Ham and cheese croissant looks good. It's only €3.50. Very cheap. They have colors like capsicum. Black lemon. I saw this store is very popular. So they have all the burgers or snacks ready inside. You pay the amount and then you open the door and pick your food. So the price stated up there. Very cheap. So if you feel hungry, you just come and pick one of these. Very good idea. No wonder they have very good business. Now suddenly it's quiet, but I saw it was completely full house just now, just minutes ago, when I was in the opposite side cheese deli store. I don't know what I'm in for. I'm going to turn off my camera again. I do not want to be shocked. So traditional, classic Coke bottles. Old TVs and radios. They have all these vehicles around. Okay. Now can you see all those places with those opposite with the red lighting? So those are the windows. I have to turn on my camera again. So this is the temple again. Is it? Oh, I have made one round. This was the same place. I have made one round. So it's the same temple. I just passed by this street and I saw a couple of very, very young and beautiful girls, so gorgeous. But of course I cannot film them. Now ahead of me is this restaurant Oriental City that I have been to at least once many moons ago, and this is my impression, or this was my impression of Chinatown, which I expected in the beginning. So I have actually walked one round from the other end to this end. So it feels as though the red light district is a part of Chinatown and not really just next to it, because it's like kind of alternating shops. And I'm getting out of this place right now. So it is still a very a red light district actually, surrounded, as I mentioned, and you have a lot of smoking shops as well. This is another Amsterdam tea store. This is Old Amsterdam. I think this is a brand. Old Amsterdam is a brand itself. €35 for 3 pieces. Cumin. Per piece is $12.99. It's interesting that the garbage bin has this rack outside for you to put your cans and bottles. They encourage you to donate your plastic bottles or drink can. On the other hand, I see there are people collecting it for sales probably. So I think it's good. It's a win-win situation. You have cleaned up the city as well as you benefit those who need those cans for recycling purposes. Still Chinese restaurants here. Out from Chinatown, the red light district, is this area, and directly across is the dam or dam. So I hope you like this video of my walk from the Amsterdam Central Station to the Chinatown and the red light district of Amsterdam, and I have shown you whatever I could, as well as some of the restaurants. You know, they're really alternating shops between restaurants, bakeries, and then suddenly you will have these windows next door, literally next door. So you have to be very careful not to take their pictures. They will bang on the doors. I witnessed a few whereby they were banging on the doors of some tourists, and they even got scolded. Yeah, and they can be very fierce, but I understand why they do not want to be filmed or have their pictures taken. so you just have to be extra careful. And my apologies again if I have accidentally taken anyone. I will make sure that I will edit it, cut it out of the video, or at least shield their faces so that they cannot be recognized. And I did see a couple of very young and beautiful ones. They're really gorgeous. And I have passed by also some of the live shows places, the museums, as well as casinos and stuff. Yeah, some I'm not even sure what they are. So anyway, thanks for watching this video of mine. Kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I see you again next time. Bye bye.